Butter and brown. This is crazy. We've been wanting this for so long. Captain News has been expecting this and like we've been inspired by you guys, but
thank you.
We need to get into your guys' personal lives, who you really are. So
how personal?
Right. I want to know like, social security. I want to know how many kids you got. No, just right. So let's start off with names. Okay. We have Leslie, Miss Leslie, and Hot Mommy is your nickname.
It is.
And then we have Seth Brundle, my cousin.
Yeah, my real name, Christopher.
Right. Yeah. So let's get into it. How did you guys get your nicknames?
Okay, well, I'll start. So Hot Mommy came from the fact that I became a mom at 23.
Okay.
So I was young. All my friends were still like partying. You know, we were in college. And then here I go.
Yeah.
Mom. Right. But at the time, I felt like I can still be a mother and still be myself.
Yeah.
So, you know, I love style. I love fashion. I feel like you can be chic in all things. And Hot Mommy is where it came from. I was like, you know, I'm hot. I'm a mom. Right. Go with it. You know, so the hot, of course, is like an ode to fashion.
Yeah.
The mommy's for me.
Haute.
But haute mommy.
How do you spell it?
Haute, which is like haute couture, haute couture,
right.
And then mommy, M-O-M-M-I-E.
Cool.
Yeah, so it took on a life of its own, but I love it.
Yeah, that's dope. And Seth Brundle.
So mine came from you too young to remember this.
We might be.
But
let's watch this.
Mine came from the 84, 85 movie The Fly.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So like, you know, I started off my career in fashion. I was a stylist for 5 or 6 years. And because I was going back and forth between like corporate and entertainment, I wanted to choose a moniker in case I had to go back to corporate. People get curious about you, want to Google you, know all your business. So I was like, I'll use a nickname.
Right.
So because I was working in fashion and my job was to make people fly, I was like, the epitome of a fly. I'll be Seth Brundle.
Right.
And I've just
that's good.
And I've just been using that ever since. And just like I thought, like I've gone back and forth a couple times, like over the years, like between entertainment and between you know, a corporate realm or whatever, so it's worked out for me. One curious person did find out about Seth Brundle. He was just too curious, so he found it. So that's where the nickname comes from. And people ask all the time, would you rather be called Chris or Seth, as long as you call me.
Right.
And if there's a check involved.
Right.
If they call him Seth, I know
they don't know me.
Right.
Yep. Oh, I know. No, you.
I'm like,
you know.
But it's cool.
Right. So you guys have been doing this since YouTube days.
Yeah.
You guys started off on YouTube and it grew. And a lot of people don't know, but Issa Rae is your executive producer?
She is indeed, yeah.
All right.
We started off on her YouTube network, yeah.
So how did you guys get to know her? How did that start?
So I've actually known Issa longest. She and I went to high school together. So we had 9th grade geometry together. And English, and she'll tell you I terrorized her for a little while. I was terrible in high school or whatever, but we were still, you know, great friends or whatever. We were in all the plays together, you know, all 4 years in high school. We got to know each other like that, and yeah, so she's been a friend since I was 14.
And so pretty much everybody came up from the high school.
Yeah.
You guys teamed up together. You teamed up with Issa Rae, and then she has her TV show, and all her friends from high school too are in there too. Yeah. So can we expect you guys on Insecure season?
We shall see. That's a question. We gonna be on Insecure?
Yeah, I mean, I met her after college. Well, in college. Because she went to Stanford with my best friend.
Oh, okay.
So when we all moved back home, you know, we kind of formed what, you know, Chris likes to call the collective, because we all moved back to LA, and you know, we were like, oh no, we're college educated, and these people stayed home. You know, it's just a different experience when you go back home. And so I had another web series called Let Leslie Tell It.
That's what I was gonna get into.
Which actually was on her channel too.
Right.
And that came because I did a cameo on Awkward Black Girl. Because she asked me to write something for her. The date episode. So I'm on that episode, and then it turned into a show. And so from there, that's how I really got to know her, and we became really good friends.
So that was your past project, Let Leslie Tell It.
Yeah.
And what exactly were you doing on it?
So it's like a social commentary pop culture show. You could think of it as almost like The Soup. And I just felt like they're
way funnier. Way funnier.
There are just no black women in that space. You know, and oftentimes people try to make this statement of like women can't be funny. Fail, I'm freaking out.
She is.
So, you know, I just felt like, let me bring something new to the space where nobody's talking about this. So I talked about everything from like political climate to, you know, Real Housewives of Atlanta to Game of Thrones, because I loved all of that. And so people really resonated with it, and you know, it was fun. Like, it started off for us as a bi-weekly thing. It turned into a weekly thing. I did 50 episodes of that. So people are still asking me to bring that back.
That's good. That would be dope.
It was fun. I loved it. So I'd love to in some sort of iteration.
What about you, Cuzzo? What you been up to?
My past? So like I said, you know, I was a stylist for 5 or 6 years. Worked with a lot of great people, including Issa Rae.
You know BET too, right? BET.
Yeah, I did BET Awards, I did magazines, I did videos, I did just about everything you can think of. But yeah, my bread and butter was editorial. I love doing editorial because, you know, just like I was telling you earlier, like food behaves in a very unpredictable way on camera, and clothing is the same way. You know, and it doesn't always do what you want it to, but when you're doing editorial, when you're doing photo shoots, you kind of manipulate things a little bit. You can pin a dress, you can, you know, tape up a pant leg, you know, just get the shot that you want and then Photoshop it in post or something like that. So, you know, that's part of my past, what I did. I also had another web series on Issa Rae's network called Fundamental Food, Fashion, Fitness. You know, so it's a little bit of everything.
Yeah, you guys are all over the place. You guys are inspiration. I see it. Ever since I was young, I was watching you guys, and I'm like, man, like, honestly,
when you was in high school,
oh
my God, you were in high school.
Right, that's crazy.
I was young.
Yeah, that's cool though.
I mean, they're not old though, but
I'm
it was a long time.
Right, fresh.
It's a little seasoned.
Right. We were maybe young when we started. Don't play.
Like fine wine, we aged.
So you guys looking forward to the new season, if it's possible, if it comes up. You guys had a great season though.
Thank you.
Great season. I enjoyed every episode. So who was your favorite star?
I think my favorite guest was but my favorite probably would have to be Carla. She was just really fun. She all of them were sweet. Everybody was nice. They were all great to work with. But Carla there was something about her that just made us feel like
she was fun.
She was so fun.
She was down for everything, and that's not to say that everybody else wasn't. She was just like she came, like everybody came with that same spirit, but it was just the way she did. She was ready and down for everything. You know, the sketch, the Greek sketch that we did, she got a kick out of it. She thought it was hilarious. So
she's also, she went to a black college. And,
she went to Howard.
So it's all connection.
Exactly. It was fun.
So everybody else was on the show was dope.
Everybody's our favorite.
But
everybody.
But the one episode that stuck out to me was Rick Ross. That was just like, man, like you guys got Rick Ross on the show.
Shout out to my homegirl.
She knows Rick's assistant. So she
showed. She went to Howard with me. So we were
connections.
Howard girls run the world.
Man, that's why I told you, stay connected with your people.
So she, you know, she had talked to me, and I was like, "Yo, D, you know, Rick, what you think he'd be interested?" She's like, "He would love to do that." So she called him, and he was like, "Oh, for sure, I'm there." So you know, he was like real chill. He came.
He was super professional.
He was great. He was awesome. He loved it.
That's good to see, like. People of like high status still come
down support
like support like the young businesses.
People of high status will do things like that when you have great content.
Exactly.
You know, and like we say it with a sense of humility, but like Leslie said earlier, we know what we put together is special. It's a cooking show at its core, but outside of its core, it's so much more than just a cooking show.
I mean, there has to be excellence in everything that you do, and so I just feel like people often will ask us, how did you do it? You know what I mean? Like, how do you make that leap from YouTube to TV? And it's kind of like, we were lucky enough to come up in a space in YouTube where it was still being developed in a way that you could make something new and fresh, and people would be like, oh, shoot, like, dang, that's dope. But it also was good. You know what I mean? And we focused on that. We were like, make sure that, you know, we're filming it right. We started off, our boy Theo was like, this is how it needs to look. So we made sure that it looked good enough, because our goal from the beginning was to get picked up for TV. Like we said that from episode 1, you know, like we want to take it to TV. And so if you have a goal and you have a focus, you can get there, you know what I mean? But it'll come. You know, you want it to be good.
Most definitely. So what's something that you could tell your audience, like someone that's trying to come up in the industry of
we just talking about this, and we talk about this all the time. For anybody who's trying to come up in the entertainment industry, especially in 2017, 18, and beyond, stop waiting for opportunities. Stop begging people for opportunities. Like she said, when we did Butter and Brown, like we were on Issa Rae's network, we shot it before we showed it to her or told her what it is that we wanted to do. It was the 3 of us. It was the 2 of us, and then our boy Theo. We used Kiana's rec space, like the kitchen in her rec space.
Use your resources.
Use your friends. Like she let us use the kitchen in her rec space or whatever. We shot it. Theo shot it. He edited it. We, you know, scheduled a meeting with her and showed it to her, and she was able to she got the visual. This is what you guys want to do. as opposed to like people do this all the time. Give me a show.
Right.
Give me a show.
Right.
Give me a show.
Yeah.
Show people what you made of it.
Yeah, like for what?
Yeah.
Why?
You know,
show me why I should
right.
tell you.
Yeah.
Why I should give you a show.
Right.
Yeah. And
why?
be professional in everything that you do.
Right.
You know, I think whether, and I'm also a blogger. Chris was a blogger, you know,
right.
before too. And people ask me all the time, let's see, how do you do it all, quote unquote?
Right.
Because I focus and I make everything good. You know what I mean? Like I own a clothing company, I do a blog, I have a TV show, but in all of that, my pinnacle is excellence. Like if it's not going to be excellent, then I'm not going to do it. Because what is the point? You know what I mean? Like there's no need in throwing something else out on the earth that's not going to be useful or it's not going to be good.
Right.
You know, so put all you have in it, make it good, and also don't hold it back for fear that it won't be good.
Right.
You know, or for fear, yes, you know, or for fear that like nobody's gonna like. Well, how do you know? Because it's just in you. You know what I mean? And I always tell people, ideas are great and ideation is amazing, but doing something is way better. You know what I mean? Everybody has an idea, but if you don't do anything with it, then it's useless.
Yeah, it's like burying. What the Bible say about burying your
talents?
talents?
You know what I mean? Like God gives everybody something.
Yeah.
And so we all sit around like, Lord, where's my gift?
Right.
And He looking at you like,
it's right here.
Right.
I just want you. To
what are you gonna do? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I'm not gonna make everything happen for you.
Yeah.
So that's our advice.
Yeah.
Do
Most
it.
definitely.
Just do it. Especially because you guys a generation. I tell you all the time. You guys have like, as opposed to like when we were your age.
Right.
You have everything you need in your
every
phone.
Every platform.
Like you can film in your phone.
Right.
You can edit in your phone. You can add subtitles. Like whatever you want in your phone. You literally have no excuse not to just do it.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, Matthew Cherry, he's a director. He did a whole film that showed at South by Southwest on his iPhone.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So it's just,
I need to talk to that man.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
talented, you know, like, but you can teach yourself to do anything.
Right.
Like, it's not easy.
Right.
I'm not gonna say that. You know what I mean?
It was easy. Everybody
would do it, and I think that's the thing that people want it to be too. They want it to be easy.
Yeah.
But if it looks easy, what does that mean? Then that means it was excellent because you like, dang, how did you do that so
you
easy?
didn't even see the process.
It wasn't easy.
Right.
You know, we worked, and so people think that leap was like, oh, they just picked y'all up. No, this was 4 years later.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
This is 3 people busting
their butt. Right.
For 10 hours in a hot loft. You know, we couldn't use air conditioning because it messed up the sound.
Wow.
And
Sweat, trying to hold the sweat.
Right.
Please don't sweat.
Buying ingredients on a low budget and things like that, but we made it happen. You know?
I appreciate you guys. This
Thanks
is
for
incredible.
having
You
us.
guys are like up here and getting back to low. We're trying to get back. We're trying to get
We
to
just
your
medium
side.
people, right? We're not even real big, right? Dang.
But we appreciate y'all.
Giving back to the
This is Crafted News. And then
butter and brown. Don't forget about
Dang. You know, I was gonna say.
Oh, okay, our bad.
All right, let's try this again. This is Crafted News, Butter and Brown.
Hey.
We're good to go.
Yeah, Aspire TV.
I just on Aspire.
Check out Encore presentations of Butter and Browns. They show us all the time. We just got a bunch of new followers last night, so there must have been a marathon or something.
We appreciate you.
Yeah.
Check them out on YouTube. Even the old episodes are really good. Show support, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Appreciate you guys for coming, or letting us come to your home. This is a beautiful home. We're in LA right now. I felt amazing. The weather's nice today and everything.
Thanks for having us.
All right.
Thanks.
Thanks.